recovered from burnout 6 years ago by discovering something that 25 years in psychology had never taught me. You can be simultaneously wired and tired at the same time. That paradox has a name: high functioning anxiety. You could look calm, collected, and totally in control on the outside, but physically you are in one of the most confusing states a human can kind of experience. It's why you can be successful and close to burnout all at the same time, or where we can be too exhausted to get any sleep. And today I want to gently walk you through the 3 signs that you might be stuck there. Not so you can judge yourself, but to become tuned into yourself and understanding better what's going on inside your body. So what exactly is happening to us in a situation like this? In my last video, we talked about the difference between being overactivated and underactivated. Wired and tired is tricky because it's both. So imagine you are in a car. You have one foot slamming on the gas pedal. That's your anxiety, your drive, your pressure to perform. But at the same time, you have the other foot slamming on the brake. That's your freeze response, trying to numb you out, to protect you from the stress and to conserve your energies. So your car doesn't move forward very fast, but your engine is in overdrive. That's why you're so exhausted. You aren't tired from doing things. You're tired from the internal friction of fighting yourself all day long. So the first sign is something my clients tell me all the time, and I've experienced that myself too. I call it living as a floating head. You might notice that you are incredible at strategy, at logic, at solving problems. You can think your way through anything. But if I asked you, how do your legs feel right now? Or is your stomach tight? You honestly wouldn't be able to tell straight away. In high functioning anxiety, the head and the body are no longer connected and you might dissociate. It's a survival strategy. If the body feels anxious or unsafe, the brain says, okay, I'm just going to cut the line. I'll stay up here in the penthouse and ignore what's happening downstairs. This allows you to power through your day, but it also means you lose your intuition, your joy, and your ability to truly rest. You're operating on autopilot, but certainly not at peak performance or in terms of sustainable success. So I'd like to try something with you just for a moment, and it's okay if this feels difficult. Wherever you are, whether you're at your desk, in the car, or on the sofa, just see if you can feel the soles of your feet touching the floor. Don't change anything, just notice the contact. Now, see if you can notice the temperature of your hands. Are they warm? Are they cold? If you couldn't feel much, or if your hands are ice cold even though the room is warm, that's a classic sign of freeze. Your body has pulled the blood flow away from your extremities to the core, preparing you for a threat though that never ends with modern stress. It's not bad circulation, it's actually biology. So the second sign is this strange paradox of feeling wired but numb. Usually when we're anxious, we're panicking, we want to run, but in high functioning anxiety, the energy is trapped under like a layer of thick ice. You might have a racing heart. If you checked your pulse, it would be high, but your face feels stiff, your voice might be a little more monotone. You might find yourself staring at an email for 10 minutes, knowing you need to reply, feeling the pressure to reply, but physically being unable to make your fingers literally type. This is not laziness. Please hear me on this. This is not laziness. This is your nervous system deciding that the world is too overwhelming, so it has engaged the emergency brake. It's a biological request for safety, not a lack of willpower. The third sign is how your energy behaves when you finally do stop. People in a regulated state can finish their day, come home, gently wind down. They might be tired, but it's a good tired. If you are wired and tired, stopping feels dangerous to your nervous system. You don't consciously register this necessarily, but your body is telling you so. Therefore, you stay busy until you literally collapse. You work until late, you do lots of household chores, try and relax with alcohol maybe, or watch screens until midnight, just praying that it will relax you enough, and then you crash with utter exhaustion. But when you do crash, it's not restful sleep, it's like a coma-like shutdown. You wake up the next morning feeling like you've been hit by a truck and you have to chug caffeine just to get the engine starting again. That roller coaster from manic productivity to total collapse is the hallmark of this state. If you're sitting there nodding your head, thinking, Katrin, this is my entire life, I want you to take a deep breath now. Recognizing this is the hardest part. The fact that you're watching this means you're already starting to thaw the ice. The mistake most intelligent, ambitious people make here is that they try and fix this with mindset. They try to think positive or talk themselves out of this freeze state, but you cannot talk your way out of this biological reflex. To come out of wired and tired, you have to use the language of the body, not the brain. You need somatic tools and neurosensory techniques to override your mind. This is something I wish I would have known years ago. Not getting proper sleep is just awful, and I've struggled with this for years. But I've got some tools now that work so directly, gently, and have no side effects like sleep medication, and I hardly need coffee anymore to feel energized either. If you'd like to learn more about how your nervous system can stop you from getting good sleep and what to do about it, then click on this video here next and I'll take you through what might help you really quickly. Stay energized because you deserve to feel safe on your inside, subtle and strong, all at the same time. So I'll see you in the next one.